Hey everyone, and welcome back to more The Legend of Zelda, Skyward Sword. Last time, we returned to the sealed grounds, after, getting the goddess harp from Zelda previously. We talked to this old lady here. We had to fight a giant demon named the Imprison. Only to find out that this time gate, which apparently is where Zelda and Impa went to, this is the last one in existence, and we can't even do anything about it because our sword is essentially, not good enough. This time, we're going to be heading up back to the sky, as we were kind of instructed to, in order to, well, progress. We were told that, apparently, the song that she taught us last time, how to play the harp, apparently, that song is connected somehow to the sky and will allow us to find our way where we need to be going next, because that's our goal. Sounds like we have to awaken some sacred flames or whatever. Great Goron, I found some! Look, these butterflies that respond to beautiful tones are swimming all over this place. That has to be the right spot. Oh, this could be a problem. I cannot carry a tune. I could not create beautiful tones if all the animals starting to roll me down a hill. What can we do? Interesting. We do have a harp, but we actually can't do anything to play that yet, because according to the game, if we go over here and we click on it, it says that we need to learn a song before you can play it, even though we actually do know a song. It just isn't apparently one that it'll let us play. So instead, we're just going to catch these butterflies that he cares about. We can't really do anything to help him right now, but we'll remember this later. We actually aren't going to immediately head up to the sky, though, because there are a few things I want to do here in the Faron region before we do so. The first one's going to take us to the beginning of the Faron Woods. I'm going to kind of head till I get there, because it's a little bit of a walk. So I'll see you guys there in a moment. Making our way back up here, in case you're curious where we are on the map. Sealed Grounds is here. We made that shortcut, so you just have to get to this little spot here. You may recall this rock pile here. You may not. I didn't really point it out the first time we were here. But it is over here. And if we now have, since we now have bombs, we are to blow it up. Yep, you can already see our reward there. A piece of heart lies behind that rock pile for us to collect. Got another one there. Yep, 3 to go. So we're already starting off on another piece of heart already. There's only one other thing I really want to do before we head back down, like, for effect. Oh, that's nice. I actually got the shield there. I'm kind of surprised and impressed with myself that I got that. The only thing I want to do is actually go get some hornet larvae from the deep woods to upgrade our beetle. So I'm going to head over there, and I'll cut to me getting to that area. So I'll see you guys again in a moment. Okay, so we made it to the deep woods, and something I actually want to show, because this little bluebird kind of reminded me. You can actually see, if you recall, like, our last inventory check, I got 3 bluebird feathers, because we were down to 0, so I actually got 3 there, and I think I got 2 ornamental skulls. Yeah, very lucky run through. I wasn't trying to go my way or anything for them, but I saw like, multiple bluebirds. I was like, you know what, might as well try to get them. Saw multiple goblins who were kind of in our path. I was like, why not get rid of them? So that's kind of interesting. We actually got a lot of goodies. And it's been really interesting just how many of like the bluebirds and stuff you can get. And again, those sell for 100 rupees each, so those are a very good source of making money. Which is, nice that we got them. I don't know why that guy was giving me so much difficult. Hey, there's another one, speaking of. But the main thing we're actually here for is that little beehive there. But we are going to get rid of the, or wasps, I should say. Or hornets. I think these are hornets. I don't know why I always get them confused. They're definitely very different creatures, but for some reason, I don't know why I got this confused. Roll into this. Yep, we're going to take a little bit of damage, but that's fine. Let me just grab those guys. There we go. And then we can grab that heart. And as uneventful as it is, I think that's actually everything I wanted to do down here already. I know that may not seem like a lot, but, it took me getting around. Those were 9 minutes, and we did get a lot of goodies if nothing else, so that was nice. So yeah, I'm gonna head back up to the sky, and I'll see you guys there in a minute. See you in a moment. Actually, wait, before that, let's catch this bluebird. Actually, no, I'm gonna catch this bluebird anyway, but I may cut ahead anyway. But I don't know what I'm saying. I'll see you guys back at Skyloft. Nice. And back in the sky, once again. Been doing a lot of that, going down, coming back up. It's sky surface, so I guess it makes sense, but still, a lot of that. We're gonna head now back to Skyloft, since I guess it's our best bet. According to Fee, if you recall last time, she thought our best bet was going to be going to the Knight Academy, believing that somebody there may know what to make of the song we learned. Or been taught, I suppose, is probably a better way of phrasing it. And if you recall from the very beginning of our journey, Zelda apparently had learned the song that she was playing, which, as I mentioned, is the same one that we learned, from her father, actually. So let's go check out Headmaster Gapora. I almost said Master. Headmaster Gapora. And we'll see if he may have any leads for us, because, you know, he is our pretty much best bet here. It's our first time going to see him, actually, ever since his daughter went but has disappeared. Probably should have come talk to him sooner and at least told him we know his daughter's alive, but, you know. You're back, Link. Good to see you're still in one piece. So how's it going down there? Are you any closer to finding my Zelda? I see. My dear Zelda, things must be terribly trying for her down there. And it can't be easy for you now either, can it? What? You want to know what the lyrics, the song Zelda sang on the day of the wind ceremony? You know, I'm not much of a singer. Sing it. Sing it, big dog, you got it. Listen, as I said, I wouldn't feel comfortable serenading you, but if it's the lyrics you're after, I can recite them for you. Let's see. O youth, guided by the servant. This is really slow. Maybe it's supposed to be him singing, but since he's saying he's not gonna sing, then I won't sing either. O youth, guided by the servant of the goddess, unite earth and sky and bring light to the land. That's the first part, but as I recall, there's a second verse to the song. Okay, now we have to wait for him to slow. This is something a pet peeve of my games, especially like it's not usually a problem, but why can't I press A and have it all appear? Some games do that, but I just have to wait for this to awkwardly scroll out. O youth, showed the two whirling sails the way of the light tower. Before you a path shall open, and a heavenly song you shall hear. I'm like constipated. I believe that's the whole thing. The light tower mentioned in the song is a real place. I'm sure you've seen the tower in the plaza. Don't know a thing about the two whirling sails, though. So it sounds like the song is suggesting that if one shows these whirling sails the way of the tower, something will happen. But how do you know about doing that? What does it mean, two whirling sails? Interesting, so we have a bit of a lead, but it's going to be a puzzle in traditional, well, yeah, traditional Zelda sense. I guess this is kind of the start of the tradition, I suppose. Let's go with the bottom way anyway. So we have to look for these sail-looking things, which is concerning to say the least. I don't really want to talk to you, you're kind of mean. Although probably, actually, now that I think about it, I should probably feel a little bad for him, considering the fact that Groose went down to the surface. I don't know if he told anyone about that, because now that I think about it, maybe the whole academy should be concerned, or does no one care about Groose? If so, that's really sad. Like, yeah, Groose has been kind of mean to us, but I mean, I feel like him just up and disappearing should be a pretty big concern, especially when there's only like 30 people alive on the planet right now, and they're not even on the planet, they're on the Sky Island, but you know, whatever. So now that we have some knowledge, whirling sails, what would the whirling sails be? What would the whirling sails be? Okay, you probably already know where that's going. But anyway, let's head over to the tower, since that at least is something we know for a fact. And Colin, how you doing? Or Fletch. Oh, Colin! Oh my god! I was thinking of Colin. I'm so sorry. Hey there, Link. Thanks again for the stamina potion. Since you gave it to me, I've been doing push-ups like a machine. You'll see. I'll be as tough as you in no time. Good. He's still self-improving. That's nice. Get a little status update going. We've actually seen the tower a lot because we've had to go past here, but I've never taken the time to come up here yet, actually, which is kind of interesting. It is seemingly just like a random tower, since what would there to really be, you know, I mean, you kind of see everything. Why would you need a watchtower, right? You can kind of see all of Skyloft pretty easily. But we have a tablet here. Let's sound the goddess's song beneath the light's radiance. Unto her chosen hero shall fall a piercing ray of guidance. So it seems like that may be a part of the hint, but again, we can't actually use our, well, harp right now. So it's interesting. So it appears that that does have something to do with it, but we have to figure out those two whirling sails and send them in the direction that we believe we need them to go. As I alluded to so eloquently and quietly, here we have a windmill. You can probably guess, based on the context given, that this is probably what we need to do. And seeing this giant fan, this is something we've seen before. Back when we got the gust bellows in the first linear dungeon. We come here and hold down R2, we can actually spin it around, as you can see like this, which is kind of interesting. And if you hold in the button, of course, the longer it goes. And you can always release that at any time, and it'll just kind of gravitate towards a certain direction where it will lock in. So as you see there, see how that turned blue? That is interesting. But let us keep moving around and see what happens. So let's just move to the next one, because that's kind of what I show. Oh, there you go. No, I want to show it. I want to show it. Oh my god. And yeah, in case you're curious, you can actually choose the direction you're spinning it in based on where you're blowing the wind at, just due to, you know, basic physics. You gonna snap into the right spot? Okay, he did. So as you can see, the light blue thing was actually our, essentially, clue or hint as to where we actually need to aim it. Can you stop? I'm trying to do the opposite now. Get flowing the opposite way. Oh, I can't get it that way. Okay, whatever. I'm gonna cut ahead then until I get this around again. Or I mean, I'll just fast forward so you guys can see it go around very quickly. See you guys in only a moment, hopefully. And back to where it should be. That nice little sound is an indicator, of course, that we're probably doing something right, so that helps. And as you can see over there, there is our second windmill. Apparently we only need to interact with 2, so that is nice. So hopefully we're already, you know, kind of getting things close to going. Because again, ever since that one time where we got berated for being late and slow, and that kind of hurt my feelings, and now I feel like I need to be faster. Also, there's a little area over there. Actually, never even really noticed that before. It's kind of interesting. You learn something new every day. So let's go over here and interact with this one. All we gotta do is go, of course, to the windmill, and then we can use the gust bellows. It's really not super difficult of a puzzle, but, you know, it's not all that bad. What in the world? Hey! What's up, Link? So you're curious about that windmill, eh? Very smart design, I gotta say. See, you can turn the windmill so that it can always catch the wind, no matter which way it's blowing. But, well, there used to be this little propeller attached to the windmill so that you could, you know, turn it. The thing flew off ages ago. It must have dropped down the edge, down beneath the clouds. Windmill's been uselessly sitting there ever since. I highly suggest you retrieve the windmill propeller from the land below to reorient the windmill? Reorientate? What? Well, I know if I could fix the windmill if you brought back the propeller? Well, if I had the propeller, I could probably rig something together to get it back up there? Sure. But how would you even go looking for the propeller in the first place? Once something falls through the clouds, it's gone for good. Hang on. Come to think of it, Gondo at the scrap shop told me that someone in his family once used a flying robot to haul junk back from beneath the clouds. We're talking about a tale that's been passed down over a lot of years, so I won't put too much stock in it. Of course, it could never be that simple, could it? Also, interesting to point out that Fee came out and started talking to us, and we know that people can see Fee, clearly since, Gapora saw Fee. Remember when we first got the sword, and he was reacting and talking back to her. And then, of course, some of the creatures could see her too, including the Kikwi, because remember they were scared of her when she first appeared, like, just out of nowhere. So, maybe it's based on, like, a Pier of Heart thing, maybe it's only those who are aware of the legend can see her. I really don't know the context, but it's a little interesting. Oh no, hang on a second. So you're looking well these days? If I didn't know any better, I'd say you found the time to gather a variety of magnificent treasures. Come closer. If it's treasure you seek, I have used my mystical vision to find answers for you. What? You enticed me, so I'll at least come here. And you gave us that one reading, so maybe you'll be nice. Yes, I see you. Yes, come allow me to foresee your own future. It'll cost just 10 rubies that way. No thanks, man. Fine, I know time will come when you wish to these round, stupendous eyes can see your future, but don't come running to me. Sorry, man, we're just kind of dirt poor, and I want to save the money. So now, yep, if we go talk to him, I'll kind of explain that later, though, since our main purpose coming here is Gondo. Hey, kid, what's up? You look like you need to get something off your chest. I think I know what it is. Got a favor to ask me, right? Yep, actually. Huh? It's about this old robot my grandpa used to tinker around with. You probably just came here to make fun crazy junk guy for believing his grandpa's stupid stories, right? Well, get in line. I've heard it before. Wait, that's not why you're here? So you need to pick up something from below the clouds with this robot. Do you know what that means? That means you believe in my grandpa's stories too, don't you? Well, I'm happy to hear that someone else believes me, but I don't think I can help you. See, my grandpa's old robot... What's it called again? Oh, hey, that's right. I remember. His name is Scrapper. He may not be much to look at these days, but he was an amazing robot once. And when you called him, he would go anywhere and haul anything. Sadly, as you can see now, he's just another busted old hunk of junk. But old Gramps did tell me this. You can get him working again with the extract from an ancient flower. It's like oil these guys. but I've never heard of much. I've never heard of. Wait, I've never even heard of, much less seen any such thing. Take mine. What? You have one? You kidding me? That's amazing. I think that guy needs more than just an oil change, just from a glance. So this is an ancient flower. Got some slick oily stuff coming off its stem. Great with this, we can fix Scrapper. Wait right here. I'll have him up and running in no time. There you go. Apparently all I did need was oil. Again, I wouldn't have wagered that, but okay.
I go berserk. I've got a full tank of energy and I'm ready to carry anything, Zert.
Man, oil is a godsend, apparently.
Huh? Who is this green-clad individual of small stature?
Whoa, Doc, can you believe that? I guess I really did fix them. This kid gave me the materials I need to fix you. Go on, say thank you.
Sure it was him. Well then, I extend my reluctant thanks to you in gesture of obligatory gratitude. Vert chonk.
Hey now, watch it. That's no way to talk to someone who just saved your life. Anyway, this kid wants you to haul some stuff around, and you're going to help him.
This individual may have restored my operations, but I'm not inclined to offer assistance, Zert. Saving children is very low in my task priority, Zert. Master Link, materials from the windmill have yielded a signal that you may search for with your dowsing ability. Use it to locate the fallen propeller. However, it will not be possible to carry the item in your pouch and return to the sky. Who are you? Zert Foosh. Your name is Fee? Zert, should I call you Mistress Fee? Are you looking for something, Mistress Fee? I understand, Vert. At your request, I'll carry anything regardless of weight or destination.
My man, spitting game, dude.
Master, we now have the means to bring the propeller back to the Skyloft. You may immediately begin your search for the windmill propeller. Master Short Pants, I offer assistance. I can now detect Mistress Fee's thought waves. Vert. Should you need me, ask Mistress Fee to call me and I'll arrive with haste. Vzzt.
So, how do you plan to recover all that stuff that fell beneath the clouds? You know, you could always ask the fortune teller over there. I know he's kind of goofy looking, but when it comes to finding things, he's always right on the money. So yeah, just to make things even easier and more obvious for you, we can use the dowsing ability, or we could go talk to him to give us some advice, which again can be helpful if you're doing this blind. We haven't talked to you yet normally, but you have something to say. I've been hearing a weird rumor apparently after nightfall. People have been hearing a woman sobbing in the dormitory. Tell you, it gives even a big guy like me the creeps. Oh, God. Well, if it's the academy, to be fair, it sounds like average school life, to be honest. Actually, another thing I want to do immediately right here, despite there being a lot of stuff actually open now, but what we're going to do is head out to see where this dowsing ability is going to point us to. So I'll see you guys outside. Okay, so now that we have the assistance of the Amazon drone, so to speak, we can actually head out and try to find out where this propeller exactly is at. But if you recall from an earlier episode, I actually pointed out where it was at because it was kind of a weird thing. Back in the Elden region, again, sometimes it blinking around people when I'm pointing at them and stuff makes it seem really weird and kind of awkward, so it's kind of interesting how the dowsing ability does that. So yep, it's actually pointing us towards the Elden province down there, so that's where we're gonna head to. You could change out your shield, but we're not gonna be there for that long, or at least I'm not planning to this time. There are some different things we could do now that we couldn't have done the first time, but I really don't foresee us needing to do that quite yet. So I just kind of want it to be a quick trip there and a quick trip back, so that's what the plan is. Also, would you believe it or not, this time I actually remembered to mute my phone during the recording. Like the last 4 episodes, it feels like every now and then I'm just getting a message or something, it's spam, and notification goes off. In case you're curious where you want to land, because you may land here for the first time and not know where you need to go, and then you'll realize you're still far away from it, you may want to go up to the sky. To avoid all that hassle, just head to the temple entrance. It is the closest location to where we're wanting to go. Before we grab it, I may want to fight these guys because we do want some more of the, skull ornaments. Ornamental skull things. If we could potentially get them. That also, we're kind of low on money. Money isn't my biggest concern because we're getting closer to a point where we'll actually have more opportunities to gain money. Oh, if I can get there? No, I was able to recover. Good. You drop one at least? Thank you. Okay, so now it doesn't feel like a complete waste of yours and my time. So yeah, if you use the... I don't want to keep, letting the come out salon. You can actually let it guide you, but it brings us over here. Again, I pointed this out when we were here the first time, but it's been a while, so I wouldn't blame you if you forgot. But right over here we have a suspicious-looking propeller similar to the one we were looking for. This is the windmill propeller you were searching for. It is now possible to retrieve this using the robot whose services we have enlisted. Would you like me to call the robot? Sure, even though he was a little bit rude to me. I will send word to the robot using telepathic transmission, Master.
Mistress Fee, I hope you weren't waiting long. So, Zerpt, you want me to carry this? Hey, Mr. Short Pants, you're in my way here. I said get out of the way, Vert.
Rude. Robot Uprising sucks.
I'm waiting for you in the sky, so don't take too long, Vert.
Maybe just to tick him off I will. I will take my time. Master, I suggest we also return to the sky and collect the propeller as soon as possible. Yeah, fine. I did also mention that on the way down that I had no real grand plans while we were here. Even though there were some new things we could check out while we're here, I really don't see any reason to do that now. We might as well just head back up. So I'll see you guys back up in the sky. And now that we're back up in the sky, you're going to notice that they actually put the effort to make it so that the guy's actually following us here, the robot man. Which is another small, cool detail that, again, they didn't have to add, but I think it actually adds to it a little bit. So we're going to take this towards the area we need to bring it to, which, oh, come on. I haven't done that since, like, I think, like, the first time we started flying, so it's kind of embarrassing. In case you forgot where we're bringing this, you will want to make sure you, like, kind of remember. Sort of. But thankfully when you get close to Skyloft, since we have this guy following us, they'll automatically let us essentially go right here. They'll bring us here automatically, which is nice. Saves some time, and it makes sure that everything runs smoothly in terms of the game's progression, so makes sense.
Here's that windmill propeller, Zat.
Oh, I'm sure that did nothing to damage it.
If you need me, Zbrush Klein, feel free to call. From Mistress V, I will travel to any destination, Kurdzd.
I kind of actually doubt how well kept the propellers. I feel like there'd been some damage or denting from falling from such a height, wouldn't there be? Whoa, is that the beat-up old robot from Gondo's place? I mean, I guess it is light enough to be affected by the wind, so maybe, but I don't know. Whatever. Wait just a second. Was that... It is! That's the windmill propeller! It was supposed to fall down below the clouds. Are you saying that whole story handed down through Gondo's family was actually true? So I get the feeling this is all some elaborate prank, but I guess I'll try to fix this thing. This goes in here, and I just crank that a few clicks. And then you just, of course, hit it with the hammer a few times. Whew! That was way... It also looks a lot newer now, too. But apparently all you had to do was just... I don't know, whatever his process was helped to do that. That'll do it. If you can find some way to spin the propeller, you could probably turn the windmill around. Honey, honey! Oh no, I think I might have promised my wife I'd fix our cupboard. I swear that woman's always looking for somebody. See you around, Link. Okay. There's that. So now we finally, after all that, got our second windmill up and working. So similar to the other one, it's movable the exact same way. We do have to take this long route, which does kind of suck, but it's whatever. Try to aim it towards that tower that we were, you know, trying to get to this entire time. What is that grass doing beneath Link? Do you see that? Underneath his left foot? That's super weird. You know, it's not a perfect game, but it doesn't need to be perfect. It came out a long time ago, and you know, I mean, it is a little weird, but you know, it's whatever. And, oh, did I really just overshoot that? Oh my god, I don't want to talk about it. Okay, I'm gonna fast this forward, so, or speed this up, I should say, fast this forward. I'm gonna speed this up, be back in a moment. There we go. I was a little bit more precise with it that time. I kept just tapping the button near the end there to make sure I didn't go past it again. And that was quite the movement, and with that sound effect, we know we did something presumably right. So that was the first part, and that was really the only puzzle we had, well, not the only puzzle, but that was really the first part of the puzzle, finally solved, despite it taking a little bit and having that detour. Finally can head over here. Keep in mind, don't lose track, well, this was 4, by the way. Keep in mind this was all for the fact of trying to figure out how to actually get to where the Gate of Time is and all that. It's quite a process for that. But, you know, it's fine. It's for Zelda. Of course we're gonna do our best to do that. So back up here, if you recall, we had this stone here. Let's sound the goddess song beneath the light's radiance. Unto her chosen hero shall fall a piercing ray of guidance. So we have like this mirror-looking thing here. If you go over here to this spot in the center, you can see that there's like the spot here, but we can't really do anything. So let's look around. We got the goddess's harp, a traditional instrument. Need to learn a song before you can play it. Oh wait, again, we know a song. Let's see. So now, yep. If you press X, which, I will be honest, this threw me off a while as a kid because I didn't, of course when I didn't know how to, I don't know what I'm trying to say. It's not in the item pouch. The harp's not in the item pouch. It's not like down on the directional pad. So there's no indicator as to where to get it. It's not in the pouch, of course. So I was like, okay, fine, I'll look in here. And of course it says that. You'll need to learn a song before you use it. So I was figuring, okay, well, I did learn a song, right? It's this. So how do you use it? So then I was so confused. So as a kid, I just started pressing buttons until I eventually found it. But it seems kind of like an oversight to not have that be like, oh, you learned a song, so now we should overwrite the text saying press X to strum. So anytime you can press X and you can actually just play the harp and string back and forth. And as you can see, there's actually a thing to target here on the ground, presumably showing us where to kind of stand. So now it said let the, sound come out. There it is. And just like with the old lady, the minigame is the exact same. It's all about timing your swings of your Joy-Con or your rear remote with the Ring of Light. It can take a little getting used to, but it really isn't that bad. In case you ever lose the pace of it, you'll just want to make sure you kind of go to one side and then wait for it to catch up to you. This one's a little bit harder than the first time. And I'm not sure if that's just me or if that's actually the game that is a little more precise with it. But it really isn't that bad once you get a hang of it. You just want to take your time, and it shouldn't be all that bad. So for example, here I'm just going to wait because I got a little off key there. And then you start trying to go with it again. I think I just hit the mic, sorry about that. That's the problem with doing motion control games, is I have a chance of hitting the mic anytime. Master, there's a high probability that this beam of light will lead us to the clues as to the whereabouts of the 3 flames. I recommend that you investigate what lies at the end of this beam of light. So we did all that puzzle and stream and stuff just for the end result for it to be a little platform moving around for a mirror to reflect some light into a giant cloud sphere. So in case you're curious about that and felt it was a little off and I didn't mention it, that's because it finally does have a purpose, it seems. And that's where we'll be going to. Next time, that is. Next time, we're going to continue our search, not really even for Zelda, our search to find a way to access the Gate of Time. And it seems like right now our best chance is following the beam of light that leads us to that cloud sphere there. I hope to see you all there. I accidentally moved my hand when I was trying to grab my mouse, and made Link move too, because this game is motion controls. And I'm just gonna pretend like I meant to do that, and end the episode. See you all later.